Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Clutterfly Effect Podcast with Julie.
And Greg.
And Norm.
Hey, we're the Peters Clan, and we're talking to everything clutter. Because, you know, it really encroaches on our daily life all the peanut butter time continuously. And you clean it up, and it cuts back in there. And you're like, And you're also tweaking every time. Like, oh, wait, this is better. Like, for an example... Because it's continually tweaking, right? Making your life better, making your life better.
Right.
So we exercise in your room, Dad, don't we? Because you kind of have like an ensuite, big enough room, but we have all the equipment in your room.
Especially the TV set.
Yes. Where we watch Killing Eve.
I love that show.
And we do our exercise in the morning, Killing Eve. Okay, so I purchased a rebounder. Okay? Because... that was supposed to be the next thing we need to get. So we've got I don't know what this thing's called over here. An elliptical. It's not an elliptical.
It's a foot thing where legs, you build your calves on it. You can sit down.
Yes.
I say it's a calf builder, glute builder.
Yeah. But also it can give you an aerobic workout.
Sure.
And then we get a bicycle, but it's an incumbent.
Yeah.
You know, recumbent. And then, or an incumbent.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Well, it's the second time around.
It's
the second time.
You sit down.
Yeah. And then
and pedal.
It's a sit-down bike.
Yes.
And there, with that, you sit down and you pump.
Yeah,
So we've got, and then we got, so we have the trampoline, for lack of a better word.
Where we stand up and we pump.
And we just like gently pounce.
Yeah.
So, but at that moment, we're like, well, we got to do with this piece of equipment now, because you want to work it and use it. And if we hide it somewhere, it's never going to go. And
you got to put it right next to where you're at.
Yeah. So we put it side of your bed. And then now that recliner that was there is now in the living room. And the recliner that you guys fixed yesterday is now in the garage in pieces.
Yes.
But
still fixed, though.
But you know what I really like about our bouncer thing, our little trampoline, is it's got that handle where you hold on to.
Yes.
It's going to be great for hanging clothes over.
Oh, my God. Of course, because the Abdoer that we have in this room also is a wonderful place for storage.
Yeah.
But I will have to say, we have done a great job this year. I mean, I think that we have really developed great habits that everything we purchase now is being used.
Yes.
And if it's not being used, we get it the heck out, because we don't have any space to have things that are not being used. And so consequently, as you're changing your life and increasing your life, don't be afraid to shake things up and change things out. Yeah. Things may have to get removed pretty quickly, you know?
Yeah.
That recliner we bought for your knee surgery just recently, and you're having another knee surgery, and I felt content to get rid of it because the doctor said, well, truly, the first couple days of your surgery afterwards, we don't really want you in a recliner really ever, because it's better for your knees to lay flat.
You don't lay your legs straight.
Yes. And I thought, okay, didn't know that. No one told me that nonsense.
Well, I know that. I think that's why my
oh, God, he's going to blame me for this, because the recliner was my idea.
Oh, no.
The original knee I did for the last one, my leg doesn't go straight. Mine, Is
that because of the recliner, you think?
Maybe because I went back. I started driving a truck before I was supposed to.
I think that's probably true. Yeah, I think that's probably true. We'll say that.
But I got to tell you, recliners are a whole lot more comfortable, because when you lay your legs straight, you can't hardly stand the pain the first couple of days.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. And I know you're not looking forward to your new leg, but you're looking forward to your trip to Italy in 2025.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
And that's the other thing too. Sometimes you got to have a bigger goal.
Yes.
That you go, all this pain that I'm going through is because on the other side of this, I can see my life better with this goal.
Yeah.
Going to Italy with 2 new knees is a lot better than going to Italy with 1 new knee now and 1 knee that's broken because it wasn't installed correctly.
I'm also going to take more pain medicine this next time around.
Yes, you are. You were just like stiff upper lipping it, like, I don't want to get addicted to this oxycodone. And,
Speaking of upper lips, I'm getting my lips done.
Are you really?
No, I'm just kidding.
Well, because as soon as you said that, I'm like,
stiffen your upper one?
Your top lip does look a little small. I didn't even notice
I got
it.
bigger teeth.
That is true, though. No, it's not true. They're more positioned correctly. I don't know.
But when I got my retainers and my Invisalign link below, you will see that my mouth got bigger because it had to push my teeth out wider.
Did they really?
Yeah.
I like it though.
Yeah,
I like the look.
I have a nice smile.
Yeah. It look. I didn't think you had a bad smile last time, but it must have bugged you.
Yeah, you know what? Fear of missing out. The kids were getting their teeth done. And,
Yeah.
and they're just great salesmen over there at the
sure.
at the ortho
Hey,
place.
you got this nice smile now, but we can make it 25% better.
Yeah, free consulting, free consultation. Yeah, we get.
And literally, it's buy one, buy two, get the third one a third off.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, we can get you. We'll throw a whole family deal in there.
Yeah.
Okay, I get you.
Yeah, so
Good. Well, I'm liking it.
Yeah.
I'm also feeling like I need to do this now. Not the Invisalign necessarily, but I don't even know how I should say it because it's just a humiliating thing.
okay.
Well, no, because Jesus Christ. We're laughing because
Don't say it. Don't
say it.
about
Okay,
it.
it's just
He fell asleep.
He fell asleep for that split second. We're like, oh, come on.
Well, remember we were jumping the car or fixing the battery in the car?
Yes.
And he was pumping
yes,
the gas.
he fell
We're like,
asleep.
wow, what's he doing?
Well, it was funny because yesterday
I fell asleep.
you're like, okay. Well, he just gets so comfortable now in his life that he just instantly falls asleep.
Yeah.
Except yesterday, I don't know if I should say this, but I'm not concerned. Not concerned. But we were in the car and we went to walk the dog because we picked him up.
Yeah.
And because I said, hey, I'll treat you. Laughing. Well, Five Guys. And so we split a burger from Five Guys last night.
And it was a treat, though.
It was a treat because we had been denying ourselves all stuff. And anyway, we went and walked the dogs, but you've got to put it in gear or put it in park.
Yeah.
So I get out of the car. He gets out of the car and I get out of the car. I'm like, Daddy, I go, it's moving. And he's like, oh my God. Got to put it in park.
Forgot to turn it off.
Oh.
Put it in park and turn it off.
Yeah.
Those are habits I need to do. I need to work on those habits.
Well, because he's building so many new habits, he's like, new habits are just coming in right and left. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. But what were you going to say about you were embarrassed about something?
Oh, okay. Well, if you look at my smile in pictures, one of my front teeth is just a slight darker color than the other one.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get it lighter by using like paint, like whitening.
Yeah.
It's just not taking.
Okay.
And so I know when I think about going to Europe for the first time in my life, do I want to be one of those girls that had a darker tooth?
No, I don't. Yeah, you don't. No, you don't want.
I don't want that, and like nobody knows this. I don't think.
No,
but at some point, but like I'm going. Oh, you can kind of tell there. Like, oh, is it noticeable to you? Don't tell me yes. Go ahead, tell me.
I never noticed it.
Good.
You know, Julie, if you don't want them to notice, the first thing you need to do is like,
don't mention it.
Don't mention it. Can you tell my tooth is darker?
I know. So I feel like I got to get that. I don't know what. Well, I know what happened. Decades ago.
Oh, okay. Did I do this?
Yes, you did this.
Oh, Jesus.
When we were younger, we were playing football and I got your head connected with my tooth. It died. It finally died.
Yes.
And the doctor cleared it out there was blood back in that tooth. He cleared it out and he goes, sometime you may want to get that capped in the future eventually. I go, but I wanted to all match.
Yeah.
So then I thought, well, maybe I get them like the first three
get them all capped.
or at least the first four so they all look normal.
Okay, yeah.
And so and only now do I feel like, now it looks different.
Yeah.
You know?
It's not holding you back, Joel.
It's not holding me back.
No, you're good.
No, that's not the thing that's holding me back.
No. Yeah, right.
There's other things. It's not that. That thing there doesn't hold me back.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's not messing your life up.
Yeah. So I want to talk about one thing, and then you had brought up something earlier that I want to talk about.
Yes.
And one thing I want to say, we all have like this mental clutter, things that we focus on that really take our focus off the things we want to improve on, things we want to focus on. And when Mom passed away, I kind of lost contact with my aunt, my mom's aunt, my great aunt, who's in her 90s. Now, we were very close. I talked to her all the time, and my mom talked to her all the time, but my mom and her were very, very close.
Okay.
And she had some phone issues. She lives 2,000 miles away and so forth. And I wrote her one time, she wrote me back. I wrote her another time, she wrote me back. And then I wrote her like 3 times in a row, nothing.
Yeah.
And I was like starting to get freaked out. Because I don't know if she's like, I don't know where she keeps everything to the vest. Like, you know,
she lives by herself.
She lives by herself too. And so, and I respect that. But I also, in my mind, I'm like, I love this woman. We've literally talked quarterly since I was a little kid. Yeah, I know her.
Yeah.
But, you know, and so I finally decided, stay awake, Daddy, that I finally decided, well, no, this is the problem, because we're going to listen to the podcast, and Dad's going to go, this is a low part, Julie. Yeah. You're not bringing it. I'm like, okay. So anyway, so I finally called her, and she answered, and I want to say that mental clutter is gone.
Oh.
That
thank God.
the emotional clutter that I was holding, like, oh my God, I should be reaching out to her more because it's my responsibility now to take care of her. And so I feel good.
And she was very responsive and was happy to hear from you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Good. Perfect.
Exactly. So I feel good about that. Yay. Right. Sometimes it just takes bravery to like pick up the phone. You don't want to do it. You're afraid. You don't know what's going to happen. And you're like, just do it.
Yeah. It's hard to like call people up and
it
say,
kind of is.
You know,
I mean, honestly,
I saw you on the phone out there, and I was like, I wanted to go talk to you, and I'm like, oh, you're on the phone.
Yeah,
I don't want to bug you.
Don't bug me.
You know,
well, that's just how life is. Because I literally had
people.
3 phone calls within 1.5 minutes.
Jesus.
I had to hang up with the first person to get to the second phone call. The second phone call is your doctor, and I kept on that phone call while the third person called and left a voice message. Damn. And I'm just like, that's how life is. That's how life is.
Yeah.
So, Gregory, how are you doing with your clutter in your life, and what are you doing to move forward?
My clutter is.
What are you focusing on?
I'm focusing on. I want to focus on what is essential, and I need to make some choices because I think I'm spending too much time on stuff that is not essential to keep moving me forward. And so I want to kind of like maybe meditate or think about, or maybe make some lists about what is important, where I should be focusing on, even if it's just long-term goals.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I think I get what you're saying, because there are so many times that we can be busy all damn day long.
Yeah.
All day long we're busy.
Right.
And yet we go, what did I really, really move forward for what I want to move forward with? So you're on the right track here, and I'm gonna give you a couple of, because I've been focusing on this as well. Yeah. 2 things have happened in the last 2 weeks that have really tweaked my brain. Okay. One was, this guy goes, okay, so let's say you wanted to do this and you wanted to become this in 12 weeks. Well, why can't you do it in 6 weeks? Why can't you?
Right.
I'm like, well, really, why can't I?
Right.
There's no real reason. Because a lot of times, the more time you give yourself, the more time it will take.
True.
2, Dad and I were listening to Abraham Hicks. I was on the TV. I put on YouTube, you know, and it was just scrolling the next video, and then all of a sudden, a long video from Jordan Peterson. Someone must have, took different interviews and put them all together for his 50 thoughts. But anyway, he talked about time management in one spot, and he really hit home what I believe. But you forget what you believe sometimes, which is things take as long as you give them. They really do.
Yeah.
And he goes, sometimes you got to say to yourself, okay, this project might have taken you a week or 2. How good could you get it if you just did it in one day?
Yeah.
Could it be 90% good? That might be good enough.
Yeah.
The longer you give it, the more judgment you give it, the more time it takes, because just give it a day. And I thought, oh my gosh, what if I just give it a day or give it a set amount of time? Now, I've heard this before you're getting to work. You've given yourself 10 more minutes to get to work, so you're not so stressed out. It literally takes you 10 more minutes to get to work. Yeah. Yesterday we were picking up the dogs. We literally left, I thought, late, and yet we got there right on time. It takes as long as it needs to take.
Yeah.
And so I had this idea, like, what if we could compress time? What if we can throw ourselves into, you clear the docket. You're like, okay, this day the kids are home. Their kids are, where they're gone. I'm home for the next 6 hours by myself. I'm doing this. The house will get messy again. I can clean it up when the kids are home. Yada yada yada. just throwing that out there. What do you think about that?
I like that idea.
Do you
I
like
think
that
I'd
idea?
like to just not do. I'll focus on me, my stuff all day long, and then when the kids get home and they mess the house up, then maybe I'll have them help me clean too.
Of course.
Oh, that's good. You can teach them something.
Yeah, I know.
Teach them some skills.
Yeah, they're gonna start washing their own clothes for sure. 'Cause
Yes.
they got to.
Yeah. At some point, you're like, okay, now they're the age where it's like, okay.
Yeah, and so that's all. I'm thinking the essential stuff. More for my goals of what I want to do.
Yeah.
Leave a little time in for hitting the gym.
And a tan,
Gym, tan,
laundry.
Well, I'm taking laundry out the list
Pedicure,
now.
manicure, manicure,
Yeah.
mani-pedi.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you want. I know. You want to be pampered like crazy.
You want his,
No,
pedicure.
I don't.
You don't?
I don't want to be pampered like crazy. I am pampered like crazy already.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Oh, that's so funny. Dad learned the language so much. He goes, I don't want to be that, because then you put out in the universe the energy of wanting.
Oh.
I am
Means that
pampered.
it'll never get here.
Yes,
Sneaky.
I'm always
Hey, quit
pampered.
manifesting me
Yeah.
pampering you.
Exactly.
Stop it.
Yeah,
Quit
Dad.
manipulating me.
Exactly.
Okay? You know what? Matter of fact,
But it
next
makes
time
you-
we come, I want to see somebody off the street in here pampering you. Okay?
It makes you happy, though. It makes you very happy to pamper me.
Yeah.
It's like Jedi mind trick. You want to pamper me.
Exactly. Like,
You are so
Greg,
happy.
I have never seen you
pampering me.
happier
I know.
since you're taking care of me. I was like, I don't say.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that fence you
Yeah.
installed, I've never seen you guys work so good together, the team.
And I was so proud of my son.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Yeah.
Another reason. And Greg, I have many reasons to be proud of you.
Just one more.
Just one more. The basement, you're
What
doing
do
so
we do
well.
tomorrow?
You're figuring that
This
basement out.
is the point where Dad goes, that low part. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Move on. Move on.
No,
on.
But yes. So good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, and then I want to say right now I'm very happy because I have a cicada skin eater, which is my
Yeah.
dog,
Yes.
Libby.
Yeah.
She loves eating the skin of this, and I guess it's healthy for her
It's like
because,
a peanut or something.
yeah,
Oh.
it must be. She's just like, oh my God, she just felt like she won the lottery.
Yeah.
Because now the
Is
fence,
that why the fence is on the inside of the fence is clean?
Yes.
And the outside is full
Oh
of
my God, I don't know.
Yes.
That would be weird.
Yes.
Oh my God, that's great.
That's good.
That is amazing.
So on the outside, after the fence they put up, the seat, is it cedar?
Yes.
Okay. It just happened to be cicada season. All the
So,
cicadas on the outside and the inside.
200 of them.
Yeah,
Maybe more.
literally.
It's like a lot.
And then we let the dogs out. Elliot could care less.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not eating a bug.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Libby literally feels like she won the effing lottery.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
She couldn't be any happier.
Yeah.
She brought
And-
one in the house.
Was it a live one or a dead
Yeah, a
one?
live one. She put it in her
so
mouth, and I.
She's not eating the live ones though. She's just playing with the
playing
live
with
one.
them. Brings them in the house, and then
Oh God.
throws them on the couch, and then uses her paws and moves them around and
Wow.
stuff.
Poor little guys. Little Bijan. Our little Bijan. She's just like the world is my oyster.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a little rodent killer.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know. That's her goal, right? That's her plan.
Yeah.
I don't know. So, okay, good. So, so I feel good about that. I feel blessed about
Yeah.
that. Yeah, but that's basically it. I've got nothing else to say.
You have nothing else to say?
I know. I have tons to say, but I'm like, I'm looking at Dad, and I'm feeling like I'm not that funny. I mean, I've got jokes in my head that are not appropriate.
Well,
I like the one that you said. I don't even want to say it.
We're not going to go there.
Okay, because that
But
was a
yeah,
miracle. Because I like that joke because you mixed religion
yes.
and funny stuff, and I go, well, that was, you couldn't make me any happier.
Yes. Well, okay. Let's dive deeper then into what this whole podcast is about.
Okay.
Which is decluttering.
Yes.
Okay. And so
And decluttering so that we create the space for the new stuff.
yes,
You know?
That's right.
Because we're always in improvement, growth, enjoying
Yeah.
our life. You know? Go ahead. Did I cut you off? I did cut you
No,
off.
you did not cut me off. I think it's right. And I like did you guys? We had set goals for ourselves last week, which was
my gosh,
to have the dishes done or what?
Oh my gosh, yes! And Gregory, thank you for bringing that up because we did that this week.
Yes,
did you do it?
Yes.
Good.
Oh my gosh! So yes, as we talked about last week, thank you for reminding me.
Yeah,
I had asked you those questions. Do you go to bed with dishes in the sink? And you said no.
No.
Do you leave the house with the bed made? And you said yes.
Leave the house with the bed made? Yes,
you do.
Yeah.
And I go. And then, so this week alone, I said, we're going to do those two things.
Yes.
And every night, I have made sure that all the dishes are in the dishwasher, and I took that dishwasher.
Yeah.
And in the morning, I make sure I put my bed back the way it is, even though, like, no one sees my bed. So I'm like, well, that's, you know what? Just like Jacko and all those military guys, you're like, if you start your day off making your bed, you've achieved one thing. And I'm like, all right. And then I get my shoes on, and I come down here and I watch Killing Eve while I kick it in for an hour.
Yes.
And like today was Arms Day, so we go to the gym on Arms Day, and I'm doing my small weights here until exhaustion on Arms Day as well. So I do arms twice. I do the heavy stuff at the gym. And I do that here because we're trying to build our skeletal muscle. Yeah. So yes, I feel like I've done two things, and so thank you for reminding me. Was there anything you wanted to accomplish? I think you wanted to put more stuff on eBay. Did you do that? Or
I put more stuff on eBay, and half of it sold. Yeah. So got a couple more pieces sold, and I'm enjoying doing the eBay, but I'm wondering, is this really gonna? What would be more beneficial?
Right.
Is it the few extra dollars that I'm getting, which I really enjoy, or
working on your bigger goal that could get you more money?
Which gets you the bigger goal, which could give you more money. And then also that it's like just normally my plan is just to give it to Goodwill.
Right.
All right. But it's
and then take a tax write-off, right?
Take a tax write-off, of whatever the tax.
Well, you're
write-off
also
is.
learning something.
I am learning something.
Well, here's the thing. The answer, it can be both.
Yeah.
As long as the eBay is like done on like no extra time. Previously,
that's right.
you said when I go and put clothes in the washing machine, I'll put a thing up on eBay.
Right.
When I go to pick up the kids from school, I'll drop a package off at eBay for eBay. So those are the things you got to do. Yeah. And then otherwise, it is taking up more time and more real estate, and you're not doing what you really want to do.
Right.
And I understand why you don't really want to share what you really want to do because we're both working on it together.
Yeah, right.
And until it solidifies, we want to keep the energy tight.
Right.
And that's important.
Yes.
It's interesting because Dad and I have been we've got tons of stuff put on eBay. And I have literally been trying to get things like do that, but also we're just busy all the time and busy on things we want to accomplish. Dad.
Oh my goodness!
Do I have to call his cardiologist again? Maybe I need to have him looked at again.
No, he's just tired.
He's just tired.
His face.
No, what happened was yesterday.
Yes,
I didn't drink much water, and I drank a lot of coffee, and coffee being a diuretic. And in the middle of the night, my legs were cramping real bad.
So you sleep, and which is really weird because so are mine.
Yeah.
And I just thought, what was going on with us? That's crazy.
Yeah. So So naturally.
Yeah, and maybe he was hearing me walk around. He's like, "Why?" And that's what woke you up, and that yada yada. So, sorry.
Yeah,
Dad.
well, we're all not getting a lot of sleep. My daughter has a cough that she, for some reason, our kids, for some reason, will have a cough that lasts a month. Or two.
Yeah.
And right now, so when she lays down, supposed to go to bed, it irritates.
Activates.
It's like. So 1 o'clock in the morning, she's got a coughing fit. I'm like, let's just go downstairs. You need to sleep sitting up.
Yeah.
Because in my mind, I might,
100%. No, Greg, and I don't know what it is, but maybe it's something in our genes because we've had that issue when we were young too.
Yeah.
Oh,
and,
I did too. Maybe it's just an age thing. I mean,
And so I think too, also, once summer starts.
Yeah.
And she's not in school every day. And I think. I do. I think sometimes being in that school will have a little bit of a effect on her. I don't know, whatever it is. And being outside more will be rehabilitating.
Well, I also just want to say, as we're getting close to the end of the podcast, that we are going on vacation in less than a week and a day. Well, week and a day.
We'll have some badass people staying here though, like.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
Very militant. You know,
Don't even think about it.
about coming here.
We got a real.
Like we are actually.
We're hiring. You know,
We got 2 dogs. We got a dog watcher.
Oh yeah, we're hiring Navy SEALs to come in here. And, you know, like you won't see them, but they're going to be there.
They're there.
They're there. In the shadows.
Exactly.
We're hiring ninjas, Navy SEAls. You know,
You won't see them because they're all in camouflage. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
If you see them, they're
They
fired.
got
They
very
failed.
good.
They're failures.
You know, and so, but Jack Canfield used to always say this. He goes, you know how like you get so much crap done before you go on vacation because
Yes.
you have to?
Right.
He goes, if you can kind of keep that momentum building your whole life,
Yeah.
things get moved forward.
Well,
And I'm like,
you know my plan? My is always be ready to go on vacation.
Yes.
You always have to be ready.
you got your bag
Your
ready
go
to
bag.
go?
Yeah.
Your go bag.
My go
So
bag.
Got it.
I have shown Dad. My list. Okay, we're back. We had a phone call I had to deal with. Sorry, Braypo. Okay, so yes. So I'm saying this is the perfect time for vacations. People are planning them. People are going.
Yeah.
Get yourself in vacation mode. Get
Yes.
that list that you want to move forward. Clear the clutter.
Right.
And know this. I wish clutter was a thing that once you cleared it never came back. It is a thing that
Right.
you tackle day in, day
Right.
out. Keep things moving, keep things clearing, keep things shaking up. And that's good. That's just how it is.
That's how it is.
You know, otherwise you're living in a house that you have papers from the 1930s.
Right.
And some of those are worth something and most of them aren't.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So that's all I got to say.
We get a lot of stuff like end of the school year with
Yeah.
the kid stuff.
Yeah.
Art, like the kids come home and they bring me, hey, here's 30 things of art that I did.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
And then-
How much can you put in your refrigerator?
Yeah, I mean, I know they're
Like okay, like you guys can keep 2 in this box,
Yeah.
and then we'll keep the box forever. But
well, they
2.
they do have those apps where you take a picture of it and then they make that hardbound book
Oh, really?
of all your kids' artwork.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
Well, that's kind of cute.
Yeah,
But is it like?
I know, like-
Dad, you survived, right? Not you survived without keeping all my artwork, right?
Yeah.
You know?
No, although I do keep, you know that one you drew of me and you in the
Oh
in your
yeah,
Fiat?
yes, that's cool.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
That's a cool picture.
yes. Well, it's funny because you just told me that Dad saw you drawing pictures from Dungeons and Dragons days,
that's right.
and Dad
That-
freaked out.
Yeah, this was in the early '80s.
Yes.
when Dungeons and Dragons came out, and people
Everybody
were
was
like
scared.
thinking it's satanic, and
Yeah.
it's like kids were gonna, and I was sitting there. I'd borrowed a Dungeons and Dragons book.
Yeah.
I liked the artwork, so I was
Yeah.
drawing the art. The demons and the
Yeah.
warriors and stuff. And Dad came behind me to look at what I'm drawing, and he completely freaked out. And he, oh my God, my kid is a satanic ritual, believer. Here he is. And I'm
And
like,
I can't believe I did that.
yeah.
And don't you remember? That's good.
I stopped drawing demons from that point on.
Aw,
yeah,
that's
I
good.
moved to dinosaurs, so it's all good.
it's all. The
I
same.
changed her demons
Well,
to
you
dinosaurs.
you worry about your kids when they do anything out of the ordinary.
Right.
You go, oh my God.
Yeah.
What is he into the crack? What's
No,
he doing?
dinosaurs.
So how's the show?
Oh, it was great.
It was great.
It was great.
It was great.